time management is going to be huge. And one of my mentors used to say, you don't have a time management issue, you have a choice management issue. So it's really important to make sure that you're making the right choices. So how do we manage our time effectively? Well, you're only going to have a certain amount of time in a year. I like to break it down to 2,000 hours. You have about 2,000 hours in the year. How much money do you want to be making? If you want to be making $100,000, well, that's $50 an hour. So it's important to know that. If you want to make $200,000, $100 an hour, $300,000, and so on. So knowing how much your time is worth and what things you should be doing to manage your time. So the first thing is putting everything in Google Calendar. Everything needs to be in Google Calendar time blocked. This is how you use your time efficiently. So if you're prospecting every single morning between 9 and 11, that is a time block within Google Calendar. That is the most important part of time management, is that it's in a time block so that you know that between 9 and 11, you're prospecting. And guess what happens if one of your clients says, hey, can we go look at that house on 123 Apple Street at 9:30? Well, that time block either gets moved or gets opened up and you do it before and after, or it's at another time. You never cancel it out. All the important things, the dollar per hour things, the most important things need to be getting done. Not going on showings, not going for coffee. The important things, prospecting, building relationships, you need to be doing those things first. And if you miss out on them, like a lot of us do, we get super busy with whatever it happens to be, life, clients, whatever, you're making sure that you're moving it to the evening. Well, guess what? You didn't have time in the morning, you're now doing prospecting in the evening. So time management, that's gonna be important, blocking everything off during the day. Your schedule inside of Google Calendar should have every single hour of the day and your recreational time. And as a bonus, if you have a schedule like Calendly or Acuity, you're gonna want to put that in there so that when you have a time space, people can book that time space. Maybe it's a one-on-one meeting, maybe it's coffee, maybe it's agent recruiting. Having those spaces inside of there is gonna make sure that you get that schedule maxed out and use it efficiently. Making sure that anything that you do, we talked about the dollar per hour thing, if it's $40 an hour, $50 an hour, $100 an hour, anything below that, like cleaning your house. If you value yourself at $100 an hour and cleaning your house is $25 an hour, it's actually costing you $75 an hour by cleaning it yourself. So you want to be hiring that out. Now I know everybody says, let's have a side hustle. Well, maybe your side hustle is doing the little things that you could be hiring people to do. So your side hustle might be working for yourself, but when you get really busy, when you get really successful, you're gonna wanna hire everything out. Phone calls, cold calling, or hiring it out to an ISA or overseas, whatever it happens to be, like designing websites, entering listings, all of that stuff. If you're not making your dollar per hour figure, you need to be hiring it out. It's very important. Make sure you're doing that. If you have any questions about time management and what you need to do for time management, reach out to me or someone on the team. We'd love to help.